What up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Aries. So, if you have Aries in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. But before we get into your read, I would like to promote my book, Late Nights on Broadway, written by me, yours truly, So, this is a book I've published months ago. I know. It's been out for some time. I'm just promoting it now. I've thought, why not, right? But this book is actually on sale right now, 75% off, the ebook version of it as well. Now, you can still get the physical copy. This just is, this gray is just for this. Literally, this copy of the book I cannot resell. It's a display model, obviously, right? But you can get the physical copy. I'll leave all the links in the description box below. But the only way you can get this book on discount is for you to buy it on Smashwords at this moment in time. The ebook version, 75% off. I'll have that link in the description box below, as well as the discount code you can use and all the other links where you can find this book, both e-copies and physical copies as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you love reading and everything, you want to support me, that's one way you can support. But if you're not interested in reading, but you want to get a personal read, you're able to book that by, again, looking in the description box and sending me an email. You can find my email there. Shoot me an email. We'll go over pricing and all this stuff, the packages. Yeah, So here we go, Aries. I feel like I owe you all another reading. Just off, general principle, I guess. But because last Sunday, maybe some of y'all have noticed that I only did 2 videos last Sunday as opposed to the usual 3 that I do for, my reads. And that's because when I was starting your reading, you got chose last Sunday, okay, by the generator. When I was starting your reading, I got a call. Got off the call, was going to start your reading again, got a call again. Got so tired and lazy that I didn't do essentially your reading last week. So I'm going to try to give you 2 messages in this video here because I just felt like I owed you. Alright, so this is going to be your first message here, and then I'm going to shuffle again after I complete this first message and then give you another one for you, Aries. So let's start it off with the 5 of Swords in reverse. So this is, a compromise. This is you actually reconciling with a group. It could be at times reconciling with yourself, but I'm gonna say in this situation it could be a group thing. Just a little bit. I think most of it is you being just compromising with the universe. I don't even think it's a group. There's other spirits involved, yourself and the higher spirit, but I think this is more so something that you need to reconcile and compromise with the universe on, even a bit of yourself on. In regards to, I want to say, maybe your career, maybe how your life is going in general. Okay, now 2 other cards are a reason why I say that. One is you have the Knight of Cups. This is someone who could be very charming, someone who is very tactful as well. They have this tact about them that they can tap into to get what they want. And, that's not a bad energy to be in. It's not a bad one, especially following the 5 of Swords in reverse. Now, I think it would have been, alarming if this showed up still like this and this showed up upright, because it just seemed as though you're someone who is capable of being a player, being a con person, right? Essentially. But it seems as though you are like, you know what? I'm not going to necessarily do dirt to get what I want, but I am going to be, a bit of a charmer and see how I can get desired outcomes, which again, it's like a playful, I don't know, it's this weird, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a weird playful player type of energy where it's like you're not necessarily doing harm, but somebody can still look at this and say that you are doing harm because, I don't know, for whatever reason they just, they don't like charming people, or they're just very distrusting of someone who can be very charming, right? They're always on edge, essentially. But that is not your fault, Aries. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's I'm not bringing that up to say that you shouldn't be in this energy. Again, if the Five of Swords showed up upright, then I would be more alarmed, but it didn't. It showed up more so of, okay, I have the potential to be this harmful con person, this player, whatever, finagler, but I also have the potential to just be a charming individual, and I'm not doing this out of malice, but I am doing this with some sort of playfulness, right, to it. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But no matter how you shape it out with this energy here, there are going to be people who take issue with it. I'm just personally telling you not to focus too much on that. I don't think it really matters that much. In fact, I think the only individual who is going to have an issue with that is yourself. Now, I just read for Capricorn. They got this as well in the same position. You might have Capricorn in your chart, but this is someone who undervalues himself, someone who can be small-minded too, but someone who fears change. And I feel like this is, this is actually more about you than it is about other people. Again, other people might take issue to it, but these are pretty much at least the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Those are solo energies, So I think that a lot of what is being said here in this first message for you, Aries, is that you need to stop judging yourself essentially for the, let's just say, charming aspects of you. I think you're the one that's telling yourself it's wrong essentially to be tactful and charming to get the things that you want. Maybe because of your upbringing, maybe because you fell for somebody's charm, but actually you didn't necessarily fall for their charm. You fell for their act, their con. And it happens to the best of us. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for it. I said maybe. I'm not assuming you did. But something is telling you that it's wrong, once again, to be in this type of romance, charming energy. Like, personally speaking, again, had this showed up upright, then I would be on your, I'd be like, I understand you. I understand why you feel it's wrong. But it didn't. Once again, this showed up like this. This is you, being able to tap into this side guilt-free, or at least entertain that aspect of you to where it's like, yeah, I can be actually a charming individual. I can use this charm to get what I want in life, And this is just reminding you to let go of that, that guilty, that negative self-talk and negative thoughts, really, that you have about expressing your charming side, So that's what I have for the first message. I'm going to leave those cards down there. All right. I'm doing this because I don't want to necessarily do 2 videos for you as I originally planned. I'm feeling lazy today. I've come down with what I call LSS, Lazy Saturday Syndrome. You know what I'm saying? So forgive me, Aries, but you're getting two readings in one because I don't want to do two different videos for you today. I want to do one more video that I'm going to do for the next sign, and then that will be it for today. I have LSS today, Lazy Saturday Syndrome. Go ahead and feel free to apply that to yourself if you want to. If you have Lazy Sunday Syndrome, you can also use that as well. Anyways, your second part to this reading, you start off with the Two of Swords in reverse. I actually really like the cards that you got, and I'll get into it, of course. This is someone who, is... It's inactivity. I think it's settling. Let me just say it like that. This is the card of actually settling. And the universe is telling you not to settle at all. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, you are meant to shine. You are meant to express this parts of yourselves that you are afraid to, because you're afraid of judgment, self-judgment, judgment from other people. You're meant to shine. And this is you settling for the side or sides of you that you're afraid to change, essentially. You're taking the best of the worst. Like, okay, I do like this. This is a safe side of me, or this is a safe expression of me, to where people, won't judge me harshly, and I won't think lowly of myself, or no one's going to get hurt, or whatever the case is. First of all, before I get into the rest of what I want to say, I think it is admirable, Aries, or in Aries out there, that you are thinking about the perception of other people. Me, I could give two fucks less, but I'm a Virgo. Nonetheless, it's like, I think it is admirable. Seriously, I think it is admirable that you're like, I want to express this side of me, but I don't want to hurt someone else within the process. Again, I honestly do believe that is admirable, and props to you for being that type of individual. But people are going to get hurt regardless. And I don't mean to sound heartless, but you can, again, be a charming individual, because that's just naturally who you are. As someone who is on guard for whatever reasons, are going to project their insecurities, their fears onto you, and make it seem as though when you're their problem, when in actuality it's them not lowering their wall. They have a wall up, probably for good reason, but you're not responsible for said wall being built up. You're also not responsible for breaking down said wall. It is whoever the person is, it is their job to break down said walls. And if they go around accusing everybody of being what they believe that person is, simply due to their own fears, again, that is not your problem. It's not my problem. That is their problem. That's a personal problem, that if they want to go throughout life with that mindset, with that attitude about everybody, that's on them. You should not dim your light simply because somebody else is complaining about it being too bright. They have the very much capability to shine as bright as you. They have the capability to acknowledge your light and still navigate through it healthily. Or they can do what they do and complain about it and tell you to dim your light to appease their fears and insecurities and their pain, that once again, you're not even responsible for giving them. I don't see anywhere in this, possibly this, if it is shown up like this, upright, but it showed up in reverse. So I don't see you actually being the reason as to why, if there is somebody outside trying to dim your light, blaming you for why their wall is up. It doesn't show that. It showed up, again, the Five of Swords showed up in reverse. If it had showed up upright, then I can see why they feel this way about you. But even in that situation, it's still up to them to get past that trauma. You know, it may be your fault. Again, speaking in the sense that the Five of Swords turned upright. This ain't the case now, but it may have been your fault that the trauma is there if it did show up upright. But it is not up to you to then get over that trauma for them. You know, we all have to get over our own individual traumas, whether it was caused by someone else, whether it was caused by our own insecurities, ourselves telling us, which is applicable to you here, at least in that first part. Like I said, it's more so you telling you that you don't want to do this or be this way. And even in that message is bleeding into the second part. But the reason as to why I kept telling you that the shine and stuff is because you have the Star card. Not in reverse, upright. You are meant to shine. You are meant to express that side of you that you're afraid because of judgment of other people, because other people are telling you not to do so because of, again, their own fears, their own insecurities. But it is not your problem. It's not your problem, Aries. It sucks that they have that, but it's not your problem. You should not dim your light once again. You should not settle for a side of you or an aspects of you that doesn't make them fearful, that doesn't make them feel insecure. You shouldn't settle. And that's the Two of Swords energy in reverse. Once again, this is you settling essentially to appease to these other people. If you're going to do it for this one individual, you're going to do it for everybody else. And then ultimately you're going to end up not being happy. Because you're going around here because what is acceptable for this one person, someone else could come around and be like, nah, don't be like that. And then someone else got some other, qualifications. So it's just like if you allow yourself to continue to be toyed with that way by whoever, you're never going to appease everybody. Because you're going to continue to dim your light, dim your light, dim your light, dim your light, dim your light. Until there is no light. And then even in that, there are going to be people who complain about why you're so damn dark. They're going to find something else to complain about. So, shine on. Your last card is the Hierophant. Love this card. Made it known before. This is my favorite card in the entire tarot deck, whether it's upright or reverse. But it showed up upright here. This is you sticking to your own moral code, your sense of tradition. You're doing what you feel is right, essentially. And I love that energy. Hence why I was saying before, I really do love your reading here. I love the fact that you're not allowing not just yourself but other people stop you again from expressing yourself. And this is confirmation here that you know what is best for you. I'm not saying just step on people's toes and F everybody's feelings, right? But you know what it is. This is about self-expression here. This ain't necessarily about, other people's feelings. I'm getting this sense that this reading here is about self-expression, your self-expression, and you being able to express yourself in a way that is very much comfortable for you to be able to shine, and for you to, again, not get in your own head about how you're expressing yourself. So just remember that, and you'll be all right, Aries. You'll be all right. So this has been your general read for today, and made up for last week and as well. Hopefully I did. But if you would like a personal read, once again, you can shoot me an email. You can find my email in the description box. You can also find, the links to my book, Late Nights on Broadway, in the description box below. You can get the physical book as well, but the e-book version of this book. It is on sale right now in one of the stores, smashwords.com. I'll leave that in the description box below. You use the code, get it 75% off. That deal ends January 1st though, so you do want to capitalize on it if you want by the first day of the new year. Okay, so once again, that's what it is. I'll leave the links where you can find both ebook and physical copies down below. All right. Thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, till next video, you see me when you see me. Take care.